Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of It's About Deep with the one and only, the deepest. So, for today's episode, we got an exclusive, not released, just an exclusive. What's Let's Go Deep podcast without an exclusive? You know, got an exclusive from a brother of mine, all the way from Port Elizabeth, if I'm not mistaken, but all the way from Eastern Cape, Putwami, brother of mine, Walker, SA. So, with this production, title of the track is SA Rejections. I don't know when the release date was gonna be, but it's gonna be part of a project that is gonna release in the upcoming months. So watch out for Walker SA. Walker SA, Putwam, you produce good production, and he knows I told this because when I had a glimpse of the song, it was emancipating, if I could put it like that, because I've never heard such clean production. Obviously, I've heard of clean production, but it's been a while to hear such clean production of which it's calm, it's cooling, it doesn't rush anyway. We just have a continuous flow of a track and a sequencing or production in this production that we're going to hear there. Because tuning into the song, firstly, looking into the foundation. The foundation is establishing by means of we're building up, we're building up in towards the melody and the chord progression of where the direction of the song is. But our foundation is here to establish that this is going to be the direction of the song in terms of our foundation, and the harmony or melody or chord progression should align with this foundation in exact. It shouldn't alternate the foundation by means of working, by means of working or by means of changing the format of the foundation, in which when going forward you can't hear the foundation anymore, but it's established that this is the foundation, this is the production, and then moving forward in terms of the foundation, it then he does this thing of introducing a new sequence or a new structure, beat structure that just changes the tone of the entire song within mid song, which is beautiful, by the way, because there's nothing more beautiful when an artist does this, of which changes the tempo, changes the foundation by means. If you think this is the rhythm that has been established for us going forward in terms of the song, you are mistaken. It then changes within mid song, and now all of a sudden it's like a transition. You're mixing, and then you're like, what the fuck is going on? It's going even harder now, and that's what you're gonna hear. Melody chord progression is on 10 out of 10, if I put it in my own words. And this is what I hope you guys will hear as well, because listening to the melody and the chord progression is nothing of gigantic elements, but what is mostly unique is the sequencing of it, because every 4/16 beats or 8 beats, a new sequence is introduced. With the new sequence introduced, a new element is introduced where you'll hear so much just from the chord progression or the chord melody or the melody chord that you're gonna hear. He's gonna instill something else where you're gonna hear a different element in a perfect harmony that is flowing and going forward towards our bridge that we listen consciously to. So let's have a listen. Let's go.
Accept it.
All right. Before the song takes control of me and I travel with it to a bigger state. Um, so told you about it. And it's the snares, it's the hi hats and the snares that just introduce this whole dynamic or reconstruction of the foundation, of which it just takes a turn and it becomes more energetic and more hyped and more groovy towards it. And then tracking back, I told you guys, sequencing of this production by Walker is on point. Because how could you introduce so much elements that, in a sense, they're not high, they're not low, but they're here in the middle, and they just coordinate with everything on perfect timing. You hear something different, something new. And that's what I love specifically about production in its sense. When you give the role of the producer, or the producer takes this role of when you're building up and establishing the chord progression and the melodies, you add so many different flavors within it. So you just build up and instill that sense of direction of which the song is going to or flowing towards. And that's a beautiful, beautiful aspect about this production. Then into the bridge. You can hear the bridge. It's a story. Not a story, but it's a poem. I think in use of Denzel's Washington's voice, or a line or a poetic motivation that he has said. But listen to it. It instills a deeper meaning with it in coordination with the song. Let's go.
If you're unloved, let go. If they choose someone or something over you, move on. Not everyone you love will stay. Not everyone you trust will be loyal. I don't care about losing people who don't want to be in my life anymore. I've lost people who meant the world to me, and I'm still doing just fine. Always speak how you feel, and never be sorry for being rude. You may not be able to control every situation and its outcome, but you can control your attitude and how you deal with it. Do good, it'll come back to you in unexpected ways. Be happy with what you have while working for what you want. Remember that some things have to end for better things to begin. I don't care about losing people who don't want to be in my life anymore. I've lost people who meant the world to me, and I'm still doing just fine.
I had to cut it here. I forgot this is an exclusive. I can't let it all play because, yeah, hey, people cut stuff and release something when it's not even released. So, um, we listened consciously to the bridge. The bridge had a deeper meaning towards it, a message with the vocal itself aligned with it. And then there was this tiny aspect that he added as well that I love within the bridge. Not alone that you established a poetic vocal or a poetic statement by a significantly large person within it, who's obviously you heard. Okay. But you also instilled those. I don't know if this is a correct production term, I forgot. But those kids, those kids that we always hear within private school, deep house, that's like in the park and playing, and that adless sound that's playing in the background, and it worked hand in hand. You wouldn't take this vocal as just like a demeaning or dominant aspect, but they needed each other to cooperate and coordinate within the song. And then we came back, reintroducing the harmony, that bass guitar, which, no, not bass guitar, I think it's the guitar itself, which just keep on instilling this production and moving it forward. So damn, what a clean song. I This is what I meant when it says clean production at its best quality. Sound is on point, bass lines on point, foundations on point, melody chord progressions on point, and the bridge is on point, and that log drum is on point, which is just instilling something. So we're gonna cut it here for this week. Tune in on the next video and have a blissful one. Shout out to my brother Walker. He produced something here and we can't wait for the release. It's your boy, one and only, the deepest, signing out. Peace.